have a story for you today called The Other Ark by Lily Dodd. And we know Lily Dodd because she writes lots of really cool New Zealand stories. And this one, we're really lucky with this one because she signed this book. So this is what's, there you go. So that's got her autograph in there. And she signed it for my son Tom for his birthday when he was very little. This is a very funny story. So it's a bit silly. I think you'll cope with silly. This is called The Other Ark. It rained and it rained. It bucketed down, teeming in torrents on mountain and town. We've read this book a lot over the years. Noah was ready. He looked at the mud. No time to lose, he said. Here comes the flood. I really must hurry before it gets dark to load all these animals into the ark. Ship shape and steady, on skittering toes, they filed up the gangplank in well-behaved rows. Look, there's even kiwis. Enough, thundered Noah. He bolted the door. This ark is jam-packed, he said. But there were more. He studied the view of the animal queue and called to a friend of his, Sam Jam Baloo. Sam, he said kindly, you've nothing to do and I really need help with this 2x2 zoo. My problems are solved if you're quick off the mark. You can take all the rest in my second best ark. It's very good that Noah was prepared. He had 2 arks just in case. He pulled up the gangplank with no more delay. He hoisted the anchor and sailed far away. I love how that picture looks really stormy, doesn't it? It's a beautiful artwork in there. This task is a doddle, said Sam Jam Baloo as he started to gather his load 2x2. I'm A1 efficient. I know what to do. It's nothing too tricky for Sam Jam Baloo. There were hip-hopping hippos and burrowing flumps, candy-striped camels with comical humps. Pulling on his tail, that's not very kind, is it, Sam Jam Baloo? Armadillos and carnival cats, mad kangaroosters in bow ties and spats. So these little white things on their feet are called spats. I used to wear them a lot a long time ago. I'm A1 efficient. I know what to do. There's nothing too tricky, said Sam Jam Baloo. There were flying flapdoodles and butternut bears with polka dot piffles in quarrelsome pairs. Oh, funny looking animals. Blunderbuss dragons, Mongolian sneak, and alligator tigers with too many teeth. Look at all those teeth sticking out. I'm A1 efficient. I know what to do. There's nothing too tricky, said Sam Jam Baloo. He's struggling to get his dragons in there, isn't he? There were dithering dingbats, right, Ellie? Get your snail ready. And elephant snails. Pom-pom palavas with curlicue tails. I think the snail looks a bit different to yours, Ellie. Marmalade mammoths and saber-toothed mice. Dirty old dinosaurs. Not very nice. Look at those dirty old dinosaurs. They don't look very attractive at all, do they? This task is a doddle, said Sam Jam Baloo, as he pushed and he pulled and he puffed and he blew. I'm A1 efficient. I know what to do. There's nothing too tricky for Sam Jam Baloo. He's trying to escape, I think. He's not doing a very good job keeping them all safe, is he? He pulled up the gangplank at noon on the dot. He hoisted the anchor and stuck to the spot. I don't think that's going to do very well, is it? Maybe that's why we haven't seen any of those animals. I wonder what happened to his ark. Poor Sam Jam Baloo. Anyway, now this one here, this is a story about Archimedes. Now Archimedes was a person and he was a mathematician. And he made a very, very important discovery. And this is a bit of a funny story about Archimedes' maths. So I hope that the bubble at school with Miss French is at school watching it because I'll be able to see some more maths, which I know she'll enjoy. Righty ho. Here we go. You have to be careful though because there's a lot of Mr. Archimedes shows his bottom a fair bit, so we just have to kind of be careful with this one. All right. Mr. Archimedes Bath always overflowed. What a big bath. And Mr. Archimedes always had to clean up the mess. There he is cleaning it up. Can anyone tell me where all this water came from? Look, his bath buddies don't seem to think they know, do they? Mr. Archimedes decided to find out. He put just a little bit of water in the bath, as he always did, and this time he measured the depth. You might like to do this tonight if you have a bath tonight. You can measure the depth of the bath before you get in. But, see, they're all getting into the bath, the water rose. Where did all this water come from? Bellowed Mr. Archimedes. I don't know, said Kangaroo. It's not my fault, said Goat. I didn't do it, said Wombat. I wonder if that's like Wombat Divine from yesterday. Poor old Wombat Divine. But when Mr. Archimedes measured it, he found the water had gone down. Mr. Archimedes was puzzled. Somebody must be doing this, he shouted. Where's it gone? Okay. Maybe it's you, Kangaroo. You stay out and we shall see if it happens again. Poor Kangaroo looks a bit sad, doesn't he? So they are in the bath. But the water rose. Mr. Archimedes measured it again and he found it had gone down again. Now, let's see what happens when you are left out, Goat. Poor Goat. He's left out. Everyone else is jumping in the bath. Again, the water rose. That left only Wombat to blame. Mr. Archimedes was angry. Get out and stay out, he shouted. Poor Wombat. Poor Wombat. But the same thing happened. Who could be responsible if it wasn't Kangaroo, and it wasn't Goat, and it wasn't Wombat? They're doing some thinking in the bath. I wonder what's causing the water to go up and down. Funny, because they're not pulling the plug out and they're not filling the tap up. Could it be Mr. Archimedes? The friends decided he should have the bath all to himself. He climbed in. And the water rose. You might be onto it. Think you might know the problem. He climbed out and the water fell until there was just the same amount Mr. Archimedes had put in. Mr. Archimedes got so excited he jumped in and out and in and out and in and out to make the water go up and down. Eureka! That's a very famous saying that Archimedes is charged with. He said, Eureka! I found it! I found it! He shouted. Jump in, everybody! And the bath overflowed. See, said Mr. Archimedes, we make the water go up. There are just too many of us in the bath. That's all. The friends had so much fun that night, jumping in and out, making the water go up and down, that they made more mess than ever before. Oh, what silly people in their bath. How silly is that? Righty-ho. This was one of my Tom's favourite stories when he was really little. So if you've got a little brother or sister there today, they'll probably really enjoy this one. This is called Fergus the Farmyard Dog. It's pretty cool. When Tom was really little, we would read this every day. Fergus the Farmyard Dog lay in the warm sunshine and tried to sleep, but all he could hear was the cluck, cluck, cluck of the hens in the yard. I've got hens at home and they're very chatty. And the quack, quack, quack of the ducks by the pond. I think when Tom liked the story, it's because he liked all the funny sounds that I used to make when I read it to him. Then he heard the squeak, squeak, squeak of... Fergus looked around. What was making that noise? The sheep in the meadow were going ba, ba, ba. The pigs in their pen were going oink, oink, oink. Squeak, squeak, squeak. What could it be? He ran to the cow shed. The cows went moo, moo, moo. Squeak, think it is? Pop something in the chat space if you think you know what it might be that's making that noise. He went to the paddock. The donkey went, hee-haw, hee-haw. It's not the donkey. Fergus sat down, raised both ears, and listened as hard as he could. Cluck, cluck, quack, quack, squeak. There it was. Someone thinks it might be a mouse. Ba, ba, oink, oink, squeak. There it was again. Moo, moo, hee-haw, squeak. It seemed to be coming from the garden behind the farmhouse. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Fergus crept up and peeped through the open gateway to see Farmer Bob asleep in the old garden seat, which hung from the apple tree. There's a surprise. We didn't see that one coming, did we? As it swung slowly to and fro, it went squeak, squeak, squeak. Woof, woof, went Fergus. Farmer Bob woke with a start. What's wrong, Fergus? He said. Woof, 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 went Fergus again. Then Farmer Bob noticed the squeak. Is that what's wrong? He said. Soon fix that. A spot of oil will do the trick. When the squeaky parts had been oiled, Farmer Bob sat back on his seat and Fergus jumped up with him. In no time at all, the two of them were sound asleep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think that's going to bother him. Brrr. What's that noise? I think Fergus is a bit like my dog at home, my border collie, because she gets very grumpy when there's loud sounds that she doesn't know, especially the timer when it goes off in the oven. Right, I'm going to do this one really quickly because we've only got a couple of minutes, but this is another one of our pigeon books, so this is a nice one because our pigeon's pretty quick. Nice quick stories. The pigeon needs a bath. These are one of Perry's favourite stories, which is why we've got quite a few of them at home. What a joker. I don't really need a bath. Do you think he needs a bath? I think he needs a bath. I took one last month. I think it was last month. It's a bit naughty, our pigeon, isn't he? Clean, dirty. They're just words, right? I feel clean. Maybe you need the bath. We've got a lot of talk about baths, haven't we? Yeah. When was the last time you had a bath? Oh, that was pretty recent. Life is so short. Why waste it on unimportant things like having a bath? Do you know sometimes when you don't want to have a bath, you just, you're happy being mucky? I think that's how the pigeon's feeling. What smell? I don't smell anything. And if I do, it's a very normal smelly for a pigeon. You know, in some places, it's impolite to bathe. Zzz, flies are coming in. Must be really stinky. All of these flies buzzing around are purely coincidental. Yuck! Poo! Let's get out of here. Take a bath, dude. It's a bit rough if the flies are saying you're a bit smelly. Okay, fine. If it means so much to you, I'll take a bath. Whoa! I'm not going to like this one bit. Little duck. Mrs. Pledge is just walking past. Joe's just walking past my office. The water is too hot, too cold, too warm, too hot, too wet, too cold, not enough toys, too many toys, too deep, not deep enough, too cold. Oh, it's too hot again, too reflective. It's still too hot. Oh, well, I guess this is okay. He's a fussy little penguin, pigeon, isn't he? Splash! Hey, this is fun. Wash, wash, singing in the tub. This is the love. I love bubbles. Look at my wrinkly toes. Hello, hello, how are you? I'm a fish. I'm a fish. I think he's having a fun time in the bath. 10 hours later. What? Can I stay in the tub forever? 10 hours. Imagine how wrinkly his little toes would be. That pigeon's just a bit silly, isn't he? And there it is in the pigeon in the bath. So I'm sorry, we've gone over just a wee minute or two today. I'm sorry about that. But quickly, tomorrow, dragons. Dress up like a dragon. I think we might have done dragons before, but I like dragons. So I've got 2 good dragon stories for you tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow for some dragon stories. Have a beautiful day in the sunshine.
Bye. Bye.